Hey everybody, back for another round. So what I wanted to talk about today is one of those little slice of life moments. Japan, of course, is well regarded as a place of, just the most amazing gadgets and technology and all of that sort of thing. And yeah, there are definitely some very interesting, some very cool gadgets to be found. Now, if you want to talk about the state of ordinary life and all that fancy technology, well, then you start getting into some very different things. But that's neither here or there for this particular video. What I want to talk about at the moment is a little thing that I see at one of my favorite supermarkets where I often go to just pick up odds and ends. I happen to swing by there on the way home from work today to pick up some coffee and grab some chips, as I want to do. And what I love about this place is, as strange as it may seem, the cash registers. These are the most fantastic cash registers I have ever seen. Now, I've worked in a department store. I've worked in a bookstore. I've had to do jobs where I was spending most of my time working a register, and those aren't terrible jobs by any means. But you always feel bad if you make a mistake with somebody's change or something like that. Uh, but what's great about these is all the clerk has to do is basically feed the bills in there, like you're putting money in like a vending machine, or if you're reloading your tram card, things like that. And then they dump the actual coins into this little machine. It looks a little bit like you ever see at like Walmart, the dump your change in here and we'll turn it into like cash bills for a fee, of course. Things. Well, it's like one of those, but really small, and then all they do is just bam, hit the button, and the register counts everything for them and spits out the correct change. There's no mental math involved, which, well, on the one side, one upside of working a job like that is you are constantly doing math in your head quite a bit. And it's scientifically proven that doing math in your head is actually good for keeping your brain healthy. But on the other hand, sometimes you do sort of get a little stuck, especially if, like me, you're not fantastic at math. Of course, I never really had that much of a problem, as cash registers do typically involve pretty basic math that anybody who finished elementary school can do. But anyway, just the convenience of it all is, to me, wonderfully amazing. And it's also kind of, I think, probably in a way safer because there's no chance of in case of like a robbery, somebody reaching across there and like grabbing money out of the drawer when you go there to get change or something like that, which, if you work retail, is at times a legitimate concern because people are crazy. I assume that money kind of gets fed somewhere where like a manager with a key has to open it, and that's get the money out like that. And then I assume it gets picked up like a security company. I remember when my old job at a bookstore, when I guess I'm pretty sure it was a Brinks truck. They would roll by every other day or so to kind of pick up all the cash. But anyway, I know it's such a small thing, and certainly not something that anybody can really just pick up and take back home to sort of show off, like, hey, check out this great gadget I got in Japan. But it's one of those simple things that if you see that, you just think like, man, how much better would life doing a retail job in America be if everybody had this? And the answer is, realistically, well, it would certainly be a little bit easier, but it wouldn't be radically different. But when you're working one of those jobs, any little thing that sort of makes your life easier is certainly most welcome. And I have the feeling that anybody who's ever worked a cash register in their life, if they were to see one of these machines in action, would just find themselves, like me, thinking like, man, I wish I'd had that when I worked in retail. Anyway, guys, that's all I do have for you this time around. Thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to listen to me. And until next time, please take care and have a good one.